Good morning, students of class 10. Welcome back to the online classes now, online portal. Let's continue our lesson in English. We are doing supplementary reader, lesson 7, the necklace. So you must go through the book at home also and listen, pay attention to the online classes, the online portal. Pay attention and listen carefully, you can understand everything. So it won't be difficult for you to learn, to understand and write anything. Now here, the necklace, lesson 7, we are coming to the last portion. Mim Frostier's necklace was false. It was not a real necklace. The necklace made of diamonds. They were false diamonds. But Matilda did not know about it. So she had to work or suffer so much for 10 years to repay the loan, which she had brought to purchase the diamond necklace for 36,000 francs. So now let's go through this. There are altogether 7 points. One by one we will do it. Number 1. One Sunday morning, while Mim Lawsell, Matilda, was taking a walk. She went outside in the street to have a walk, to free herself from the stress, from the misery. Mim Lawsell was taking a walk to rid herself. Rid herself means to free herself from the stress. 10 years of hard work. Now she has paid all the loans. Now she is free. She wanted to go and have a walk. So, to rid herself from the stress about all the problems she had faced, she suddenly saw a woman. Matilda suddenly saw a woman with a child. She suddenly saw a woman walking with a child. The woman had a small child walking right in front. She was coming, maybe quite far away. She recognized. It was Mim Frostier. Matilda understood, oh, my friend Mim Frostier. She had given the necklace. Matilda borrowed the necklace from her. She was her friend. It was Mim Frostier who was coming from quite far away, still young and pretty. She saw Matilda, she was also going for a walk. She saw Mim Frostier coming from that side with a small child. She was holding a small child and they were coming. Matilda looked at her, Miss Mim Lawsell looked at her, and she was still young and pretty. Mim Lawsell thought, shall I call her? Or should I not call? Shall I talk to her? She thought. Yes, why not? I have paid everything, I have returned her jewel, I have paid the loans, I must talk to her. So, Mim Lawsell thought, should she speak to her? They were quite far away. Mim Frostier was quite far away. She thought, should she speak to her? And after thinking for a minute or for a while, now she had paid all the loans. She had returned the necklace also. So she would tell her all things. She would tell Mim Frostier everything about the necklace and about the ball and about the loss. About the loss of the necklace and about the ball. So she was going to tell her. When Mim Frostier came little close, then she said. So she approached Mim Frostier. Means she went near Mim Frostier, her friend, and said, "Good morning, Jenny." So Matilda said, "Good morning, Jenny." So that Jenny was her pet name in the school days. Matilda was her pet name with both the friends. Mim Lawsell's, her name was Matilda, we have learned. And Mim Frostier's name, pet name was Jenny. These two only know. When somebody called her Jenny, she looked, it's a quite familiar name. Nobody called me Jenny in this area because this area was new to Mim Frostier. She had a marriage over here. She was married to this area, a person of this area. So nobody called her Jenny till now. That was her pet name, and she looked with surprise. She looked at Matilda with a surprise. It gave her a surprise look, you can say that. So Matilda, so she means here Matilda, you should not get confused. Here Matilda, Mim Lawsell. So Mim Lawsell approached Mim Frostier and said, "Good morning, Jenny." Her friend did not recognize. Her friend looked at, she started thinking, who has called me Jenny? It's my pet name. Nobody used to call me Jenny over here. Who called me Jenny? She looked at and said, her friend Mim Frostier did not recognize Mim Lawsell. Did not recognize. What? Because Mim Lawsell had grown old due to overwork, due to tension and problem. Her friend did not recognize Mim Lawsell and was surprised. She was surprised, quite surprised by hearing her pet name Jenny. She was quite surprised to hear her pet name Jenny. But the one who had said Jenny, she did not recognize her. "I could not recognize you," she said. Mim Frostier said, "But madam, you must be mistaken." Wait. Mim Frostier said, "Madam, you must be mistaken." Then, at that moment, Mim Lawsell said, No, I am not mistaken. I am Matilda Lawsell, you know. I am your friend Matilda Lawsell. So she said, at that moment, Mim Lawsell said, "I am Matilda Lawsell, your friend." Her friend gave her a cry of astonishment. "Oh, my poor Matilda," she said. "Oh, my poor Matilda." She gave a cry of astonishment, surprise. Astonishment means surprise. She gave a cry of surprise. "Oh, my poor Matilda, how you have changed. How much change? What happened to you? You look so old." What happened now? They began to discuss. They were school friends actually. Mim Frostier and Matilda, they married in the same area. They got married in that same area. They were neighbors actually. "So how you have changed?" Mim Frostier asked her. "How you have changed? You look so different. How come you look so different?" she said. So Matilda told Mim Frostier everything about the party, about the ball, about borrowing the necklace, and about losing the necklace, and working so hard for 10 years to pay the loan which they had taken to purchase the necklace, and the replacement of the necklace, and the loan, and the difficulties they faced. Everything Matilda told Jenny. Mim Lawsell told Mim Frostier everything, all from A to Z, all the stories. Then what did Mim Frostier say? Mim Frostier was shocked. "Oh, my poor Matilda, you should have told me at that time that I have lost your necklace. I would have forgiven you. Mine was false. Hardly it had cost me 500 francs. And you, for that, you purchased a diamond necklace for 36,000 rupees. Should have told me. Poor Matilda, you have really suffered so much because of me. for that false necklace. You please come to my house and take that necklace. Take it back. I don't want that. It's your hard work. So you take that necklace. So Mae Frostia was shocked to hear all the story about the ball and the loss of the necklace and the replacement of the necklace and the difficulties she had to face, to hear that as her necklace cost not more than 500 francs. She said, my necklace cost not more than 500, and for that you have paid 36,000 real diamond necklace you have purchased, and I did not notice also, it was lying there. So please come to my house and return, take that necklace back to you. So now they became again friends, and so Mae Frostia must have given or returned that real diamond necklace to Matilda. So that's the end of the story of the necklace. So that's all for today. We'll meet in the next class and do some other things. That's all. Now you go through this properly at home and don't waste your time. Thank you very much for watching the video.